Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Greetings, dear friends. Today is September 22, 2023. Our devotional is entitled An Interceding Father. The scripture reading is taken from Mark chapter 5, verse 36. As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said to the ruler of the synagogue, "Do not be afraid, only believe." No parent can keep from worrying when their child suffers. My older daughter was just 10 years old when she was diagnosed with a cancerous tumor on her leg. I asked everyone I met to pray for her. I applied for financial help, even asking the president of our country. Something similar happened with Jairus. Jairus was an important leader in Capernaum. He was the leader of the synagogue, the mayor, a priest, and a public defender. But his position did not matter to him when his only daughter, who was only 12 years old, was critically ill. Jairus had heard people talking about Jesus, so he came and prostrated himself at his feet. Luke chapter 8, verses 40 to 42. He told Jesus that his daughter was dying, and Jesus left with him to see her. But along the way, Jesus stopped to heal the woman with the bloody discharge. Can you imagine how impatient Jairus must have felt? His daughter was dying. Then the unthinkable happened. His servants came to him to give him the news that his daughter had died. How many anguished thoughts must have run through his head? Why had Jesus dallied? Why didn't he leave the woman with the discharge for later? His own request was of greater priority and of greater urgency. But those thoughts were interrupted by the sweet voice of Jesus. "Do not be afraid, only believe." Mark chapter 5, verse 36. Have you been asking Jesus for something for some time now without an answer? Do not be afraid, only believe. Do you see others receiving healing while it seems like you are being ignored? Do not be afraid, only believe. Have you been told that it was too late for you? Do not be afraid, only believe. He who raised the daughter of Jairus from the dead will also resurrect whatever it is that you have lost, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. Jairus did not only want Jesus to heal his daughter, he wanted him to come to his house, Luke chapter 8, verse 41, and to go into his daughter's room. Make it a habit of inviting Jesus to your home, into your children's rooms. Arise, cry out in the night. At the beginning of the watches, pour out your heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift your hands toward him for the life of your young children. Lamentations chapter 2, verse 19. The messenger said, "Your daughter is dead." Jesus said, "Do not be afraid, only believe." Jairus had to decide between the voice of tragedy and the voice of hope. You too have the choice to listen to tragedy or to trust in the voice of Jesus. Do not be afraid, only believe. Just as Jesus resurrected Jairus' daughter, he can resurrect whatever is dying in the lives of your children. Remember, the voice of Jesus can calm storms, free the demon-possessed, heal sickness, and banish death.